Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to all the participants that have stayed with us until now, and please do so until our virtual cocktail, as we have few surprises for you. And good afternoon as well to David Uhlir, EBN President. Thank you for joining me. And just before wrapping up, let me thank as well the previous panel. I think it was really appropriate, right, to speak about internationalization with speakers from all over Europe, basically. So well done. David, we are getting at the end of our Congress innovation journey with, let me say, a heavier luggage, plenty of information, best practice, knowledge that has been shared with all the speakers and the participants that have contributed to the live discussion. And if I should draw somehow the main topics that have enriched our journey, I think that three are the main ones that came really in my mind. Probably the key words what I heard more is, and for what EBN is very happy about, is collaboration. Collaboration is indeed the key towards achieving common goals, such as the recovery of our social market economy, strengthening the regional capacity for innovation, leading the EU twin transition, digitalization from one side and sustainability on the other side, and overall supporting the entrepreneurial innovation, making sure somehow that no region and no entrepreneurs are really left behind. And we have heard collaboration, try to involve all the key stakeholders from innovation ecosystem. And I think all our panels somehow show the importance of, the innovation, to involve the innovation triangle, the business and investment from one side, research and academia on the other side, and the European and regional policymaker as well, to really try to make an impact and really efficiently help entrepreneurs. As second concept that came across quite often during these 2 days was to close the innovation divide. We have heard the digitalization, remote worker somehow are more inclusive, somehow allow the increased participation of many citizens involving them in the co-creation process, let's say. But we have heard as well that, digitalization brings as well some dilemma. I'm referring mainly to what we listened during the second panel of today when it comes to industries such as health. It might create there some doubts on really how these data are used. And the third and final probably topic that we have heard a lot, and also with the keynote from Mr. Martineau, is connectedness. Data and knowledge sharing, exchange of best practice, networking, matchmaking are always important, and we know that very well, being a network ourselves, as well as are even more important during difficult time. What do you think, David? What are your main takeaways, but not only as EBN president, but as well as bringing the perspective of GIC and the region where you are located?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Laura. No, I think you summarized pretty well, so there isn't that much to add to that. But for me, the takeaways or the kind of generalizations that I'm taking away from this Congress is that we all feel that the disruption to our economies is going to be dramatic, probably much bigger than we can still envisage, and we could have envisaged in the spring. It still remains to be seen. Now, what it means for BICS and for EBN, I always see it more of an opportunity than a threat. You know, every disruption in the economy creates a structural change, potential for structural change, and new challengers come forward with new solutions. New companies can start growing in market niches that didn't exist before, maybe. And we are there to serve these people, serve these entrepreneurs who are ready to explore these new opportunities. And we need tools for that. And the Congress reassured me that the European Commission is working hard on different initiatives to develop such a toolkit that we as BICs can use. And it's a whole menu of things, which, and I don't want to recapitulate everything, but if I take the European Digital Innovation Hubs, the revamped EIC that Jean-David Malo was talking about, the EIT that was also discussed, especially the EIT Health. We also heard about the synergies between EEN and EBN, the new initiative by DG Regio that Peter Berkowitz presented yesterday. All these things, for me, seem like appropriate instruments or tools that we should be using, and where EBN is very well positioned to harness our initiatives and help us get connected. The thing that seems to be that's the disruption and the tools. Now the other observation or take home message that I'm kind of noting for myself is the emphasis on ecosystems. Now, we as BICs to thrive need to enlarge our mission and be aware of the need to bring the different stakeholders together in our specific regional settings. And I think most of us are doing it. You know, most of us do it. We should do more of it. And the third takeaway message for me is the topic of connectedness. And it has been mentioned several times today by different people from different institutions. But my impression is that the European Commission is taking seriously the issue of fragmentation of European innovation landscape, so to say. And again, I think this is an opportunity for BICs and EBN to be the ones who make the connections. I think it's in our DNA. You know, we are the connectors. We are natural brokers of contacts in our local ecosystems, and the potential for extending it to the European level between regions, between countries, can be explored even further. So that's for me the key messages that I noted down and that I want to work with from our position, JIC, being one of the EBN members and being based in a medium-sized, average size of Czech region.
Thank you, David. You said there's something really important. It is in our DNA, and I think EBN is well positioned to accept all the invitation that we have received during these 2 days. Also because we have a strength that, you know, we are spread in also the most remote peripheral region of Europe. So I think this is an asset, a very important asset. And we take on board this invitation, and I take the opportunity to already invite everybody that, you know, was with us during the last 2 days to come to our next year Congress, where hopefully we can already show some of the results of the conversation that we have started in the recent time that has, you know, have been brought during the last 2 days. We have prepared a short promotional video for our participants, so you can already note down the dates for Congress 2021. Please, let's go with the video. So we wait you all next 23rd and 24th of June. We hope being able to welcome you in Brussels. You've seen some of the beauty of the city that hosts the Secretariat of EBN. Before really, I stop here regarding Congress 2021, because before really saying goodbye to everybody, I would really pass my thank you note on behalf of the EBN team to the EBN members that are always very supportive, to all the speakers and the participants that have joined this 2 days innovation journey. The Commission, of course, that is giving us inspiration for further collaboration. Our sponsor, Amazon Web Services, Growth Wheel, IP, SMEs Help Desk, and EBN EU-funded projects Innovate, Smarties, Enriching Brazil, and Cherries. And last but not least, the EBN team, starting from our brand new communication team, Bram Powers and João Carvalho, who guided colleagues with professionalism and kindness for organizing our first online Congress. Colleagues that, because of COVID-19, are actually stuck all over the globe. David in India, Robert and Florian in France, Perrine in Germany, Chiara in Italy, Ruben in Spain, Rafael in Poland, and finally the Brussels-based Eduard, Christina, Luca, Lydia, Thierry, and Nathalie, and I'm sure I didn't forget anybody. So a big thank you from the bottom of my heart, and you will have the chance to meet the team during the virtual cocktail. Right, David?
Yeah, I wanted to express my deep thanks to all the EBN team for making this virtual Congress happen. Great job, thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you in June next year in Brussels, hopefully physically. I very much hope that this will be the one and only virtual EBN Congress. And now it's time to go for the surprise. Laura already highlighted that there will be a cocktail with some surprises. I'm myself to be surprised what it entails. So please follow the link that you can see in the chat that will guide you to the cocktail session. And with that, the formal part of the Congress is over, and looking forward to seeing you all next year at a physical Congress, I hope.
I hope as well. Thank you very much, everybody.